Howdy, my name is Henry Chidgey, and welcome to my Wednesday morning memo leadership videos. I believe that a coaching style of leadership with a foundation built on trust, respect for all, integrity, doing what you say, and purpose, what I call TRIP, T-R-I-P, contributes tremendously to create a world that will work for all of us. Thank you for being part of making that vision a reality. Today, let's talk about listening and why it is one of the most, if not the most, important skills you need to learn as a leader. So let's learn to listen with curiosity. Listening is not the act of hearing the sounds that are being spoken, but the art of understanding what is being said. If you hear the words, and you can parrot them back to the other person, well, congratulations, your ears work. But that's not what true listening is. It is the art, the skill of understanding the intention behind each word and comprehending the message. There are so many ways you can achieve this, but the best way I have found is to replace judgment with curiosity. Now, this can be harder than it sounds. We're a pretty judgmental species after all, but learn how to control that impulse to interject your thoughts while another person is speaking. We've all done this, right? We try to guess what the other person is going to say next, and we interrupt them with our thoughts, which obviously derails the other person. Then we have this whole conversation, pretty predictably, where they say, "That's not what I was trying to say, but you get what I want to say, right?" Which is followed by you saying, "If you know what you want to say, then why don't you just say it?" It's a confusing cycle, one that I bet we are all guilty of. When we interrupt the other person, it's because we think we know better or want the conversation to go faster. I've certainly been guilty of both those things. This is not listening. This is not being curious. This is us having a conversation with ourselves, with the other person just there acting as a proxy. Remember that listening is being curious. It's about taking a step back and understanding what is being said, even if we don't agree with what we're hearing. And there is so much more to listening than we realize. When we actively and curiously listen to another person, we also create a safe space for discussion. Now, what do I mean by that? Imagine having a conversation with one of your folks. They made a mistake, and you want to know the reason why. Listening would mean letting the other person talk freely without interruption. There's no, yes, but I noticed that. Or, okay, but. The but here, and we've all used the but, cheapens the quality of the conversation because it means that you already have an objection to what is being said, and you haven't even heard yet everything being said. It means you're not really listening to your employee, but you're creating a dialogue in your head that you are playing out. Instead, as an alternative, you can encourage the other person to keep talking by saying, "Yes, go on," or my favorite, "Tell me more." And they will speak until they have exhausted their thoughts, which then gives you the chance to speak afterward. You've created a safe space for discussion because now your employee feels like they are really being heard. Notice that I use an emotional term here, the feel word. It is one of the core aspects of listening. People don't want to know you know what they said. They want to feel that you listen to them. This makes them more willing to hear what you have to say, and in turn makes them more open to suggestions and feedback. This type of listening also builds trust between people. When a person knows that you will listen to them, they want to listen to you as well. This develops trust because now two people are vulnerable and open to what is being said. This all comes from being curious. about what is being said rather than defending, litigating, or interrupting the other person. We're not taught how to listen, even as leaders. We see this all the time in our negotiations or business dealings. We enter those conversations with, "This is what I want," and that's how we expect the conversation to flow. Seldom do we start, or others start with, "So tell me why you came here." We became a society that places too much importance on the art of conversation, or how to make decisions in 5 minutes about matters on which others may have worked 5 months. While talking and speaking are important skills, we sometimes forget that what makes a great orator is their ability to listen as well. They are two sides of the same coin, the front and back of your hand. A great leader develops both. The amazing thing about curious listening is that it only requires one party to practice it for it to work. When you listen to your folks, you will naturally want to listen to you as well. They don't have to learn it. They are experiencing it by watching and experiencing you. And this creates a safe space that we talked about earlier. So go ahead and try it. Try it now. Listen with curiosity and see remarkable changes both in your personal and professional lives. The Henry Chidgey leadership method I teach is built on 4 pillars of virtue. They are trust, respect for all, integrity, do what you say, and purpose. Please consider making that your style of leadership. It is gentle on your people and you. It also is ruthless on the challenges that they and you face. You will then be able to make an uplifting difference in the world. As an added bonus, you will make more money, have more time, and feel a lot more satisfied. I would appreciate your feedback and comments. Would love to hear your story of your leadership journey and answer any questions you may have. Just email me at leadership@henrychidgey.com. Thank you for your listening.